In the men's soccer team, first time in program history to make the NCAA tournament. That kind of stuff really matters. I'm sure he's thrilled, and that's the place we want to go, obviously. Tonight was a good night for us, but I just think that when good stuff like that happens, it's not just for them, but it's for FAU as a whole. Our athletic department, President Hasner, Brian White, doing a great job to support so many of us, and I hope Thursday is absolute success for them. Second thing I'll say is it's nice to get a game under our belt with all that time off. It's a weird thing to play 2 games in 2 days, so this week has allowed us to work on some things, but this time of year you need to be playing games. And we'll learn from tonight. I thought there was moments where the rebounding was right where we wanted it to be. I thought there was moments where our defense was a little lax. We'll work on that part, continue to get better as we go along. Offensively, I thought first half 12 assists was beautiful, second half only 2. But we really cleaned it up just in the sense that the 18 offensive rebounds in the second half completely covered anything that was or wasn't going on. Not only is it a big deal for our men's soccer team, but to be in the tournament, I just think it's a big deal again for us to win at the Ellie. That was a good student section on a Monday night at 7. I think they like this team. I think the Boston College game helped, and I hope that continues. Pacific is a really good WCC team. Right now there's probably 3 or 4 WCC teams slated to make the tournament. So for us to get a good win at home, hopefully, the chances go up if our fans are here. And so I want Thursday night to be special, and I hope the students are out again. And then lastly, I just want to give Devin Vanderpool congrats on his first 30-piece. What a special summer. If you want any proof at all that retention, joy, happiness, sticking around and smiling every once in a while is a good thing, just look at Devin's game right now. And I hope that we can build around that and continue to retain our players the way we were able to do with Devin in the offseason. So thank you to everybody and all the supporters that allow us to keep our guys with rep share and all that. But any questions you have?
Robin? When Coastal Georgia started chipping away a little bit there in the second half, Dev was on the bench, and then you bring him back in and he hits, I think, like 3 shots in a row. His ability to kind of take over the game like that is how big is that? Is that something you think will translate later on in the season to conference play?
I mean, I hope so. There's no way to predict the future, but I think he's done it enough. If tonight, because we're at home and maybe you don't think it's as true, it doesn't ring, but Liberty, to be fair, is a tournament team. They're picked to win their league. They're a unanimous vote. They have most of their best players back, and they're way ahead of schedule. And Dev had 24 there in front of a sold-out crowd. So if there's any proof that he can do it on the road against a tournament team, we've got one under our belt. 24 that night, 30 tonight. He just needs to keep playing the right way. We were 11 of 14 from 2, I think, in the first half, and we challenged the guys to get to the rim, and Dev's the one who listened the most. Some of this is player development. Some of it is just Dev gets that sometimes listening to coaching helps. And it really translated for him in the second half.
Coach, blocks continue to be an active presence of this team at all positions, whether it's Carlisle, Vanderpool, or Pintalon or Williams. How impactful is it to have that type of defensive intensity on a consistent basis, game by game, especially with how they play tonight?
Yeah, to us it's like something we're starting to not just focus on, but count on. Part of the scout today, Coach McClellan did a good job, was to force the 3-point shooters into the rim, because we feel at this point it's going to be tough to finish over our 2s, and then our guards got to crack down on the weak side and clean it up. We're giving our 5-man permission to go get it. Dev Williams continues to be the leader in that, but we've got a couple guys that can really help. I thought Maxime Glob's block down the stretch was obviously impressive looking, but the function of that matters, which is why one of the things we really got to clean up is we've got to make 3-point shooters run off the line when we take 2s. And when you have that kind of rim protection, it needs to be highlighted more. So that's one thing we'll work on. We're thankful for the rim protection behind it.
Christian?
Last year, Leland and Moretti were basically the ones kind of running the floor. Obviously tonight we saw Moretti running the floor. We saw Johan getting a lot of reps at the 1, Devin, Kanan. How important is it for you to be able to get all of your guards that opportunity to run the floor and kind of like quarterback the offense, especially in a game like this?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at, I believe, 13 or 14 of the last 16 national champions played 2-point guards. When I was at Gonzaga, we had 2-point guards. When at Baylor, we won the national championship, we started 3-point guards. And Gonzaga started 2 when we played in the national championship. So multiple ball handlers matter. And we went out of our way to get that, but then also get bigger versions of that. So Nico's going to get healthier and healthier as the weeks go on, the days go on. Kanan's doing a good job. Johan as a freshman will keep coming along. But we are feeling the same thing. Dev's got some point guard attributes to him all of a sudden that we didn't see coming. So the number of ball handlers certainly helps.
You saw Vince and Xander get some time on the court together. That's a lot of size. How much do you think that could really impact things going forward? Is that a lineup you see yourself using?
Yeah, I do. And we went deeper in our bench. We played 4 games in 8 days. The oddest thing about our schedule to me isn't, anything besides we had to play 2 games in 2 days. And against Charleston, we tried to play all 13 to save our legs. And then now we're playing 4 games in 8 days, and we're trying to go deep. There's going to come a point where we can shrink this thing down and just play games straight up. And you'll see some of that lineup combination with Xander and Vince when that happens, is my guess.
Thank you, Coach.